Hi guys, my name's I. So remember the initials quiz thing needed for people to get the lead for Zenkaiger? So today I want to talk about the actors that I found using the initials provided for the initials quiz on Twitter, which I know was such a long time ago. So for those who don't know, there was a quiz on their Twitter where they provided 3 initials, KK, TT, and SI, and they wanted people to retweet, choose one of the initials and retweet who they thought would be the lead. I decided to do this my way by looking up as many up-and-coming actors on as many talent agency sites that I can find, which I do every year anyways. Normally Motome sites do try to guess the actors, but I didn't really see any guesses this year, so I thought that I had no choice to do this on my own. Again, I know this is late and I should have done this before they announced the cast, but oh well. So let's start off with ABEX, since that is the first company that I have on my list. So the actors that I have found were Kawata Kyose, Kira Keisuke, and Kano Kento. So all of them have the KK initials. So apparently, Kawata Kyose was on 01 as Subaru. I'm surprised that I did not realize this when I was looking up potential actors for Zenkaiger. I think it would have been interesting if he was the lead. I'm sure quite a bit of people would remember him, maybe. Yeah. So the next company is Stardust. From Stardust, I have found 2 actors with initials. Both of them was the KK initials. The persons I have found were Kamimura Kenshin from One and Only Satori Shonen Dan and Kumagai Kaito. I did check to see if they did any acting, especially with Kamimura Kenshin, since I only imagined him to be an idol, although Tokusatsu does cast people with no experience. As many of you guys might know, Stardust is a very big company, so it was tricky to find people with any of the initials and are in their late teens to their early 20s. Yet, despite the amount of talents they have, I only found 2 people, as I just mentioned. There might have been more, but I didn't really bother checking because I was too tired. Okay, next up is Horipuro. The only person I have found from Horipuro was Komagine Kita. I'm sure people will think that it included him just because he got announced, but I did find him while looking at a bunch of talent agencies. To be honest, I was a bit hesitant to add him on my list because the first picture I found of him was like this. I'll post it somewhere around here. But age-wise, he was perfect, so and he had the initials listed, so yeah, I did add him to my list. I'm not sure how I can prove it, but oh. Okay, so the 4th company I looked up was Fit. The only person that I found from Fit was someone named Kawasaki Kenta. I thought he was from the Juno Boy contest, but apparently he's not. Anyways, as for the company, I don't think I've ever heard of it, and honestly, I don't remember how I found it. I think I found it through a site where they listed 50 talent agencies, but I'm not really sure. So the 5th company is Watanabe Entertainment. The only person I have found was Tanaka Toru, so someone with the TT initials. I believe he was probably 1 out of 3 people who I found whose initials were not KK. I was surprised to find anyone from Watanabe Entertainment, and again, I think this was on a different day and I felt super tired to look up a bunch of talent agencies, but yeah. So the 6th and final company is Hori Agency. The only person I found was Kawano Kaise. For some reason, I thought he was from the Juno and Superboy contest as well, but I don't think he is. So let's move on to some of the boy bands I found with members who had any of the 3 initials. First, let's start off with Johnny's Jr. I figured that nobody from Johnny's will get casted since that has never happened, since they choose someone from that might be on Junon normally, and if they were to get casted, they're probably normally a former junior, but times are changing, so I thought I should at least consider it. So I found 5 people: Kawasaki Koki from Shonen Ninja, Kuroda Koki from Shonen Ninja, Kojima Ken from A Group, Shindo Itsuki, and Teranishi Takuto. So yeah, I did find a little bit more of a variety from Johnny's Jr., but yeah. So next up is Boys and Men. For those who don't know, there has been one member from the group who has been on Kamen Rider, which was Kamen Rider Gaim. So Kobayashi Yutaka, who played Kaito, Kamen Rider Baron. In Boys and Men, I did find two people with the initials TT. So Tsujimoto Tatsunori and Tsuchida Takumi. Lastly is LDH. This is actually the first company I came up with when I decided to look for a potential lead. I did check Gekidan Exile, but didn't really find anyone with the initials, and they were a lot older than I thought they were. For those who don't know, Onotsuka Hayato, who played Kujo Kiriya or Kamen Rider Laser, is part of it, so I thought there might be a possibility of finding someone. Since I didn't find anyone from Gekidan Exile, I decided to take a look at the younger Exile tribe groups. So the people that I did find were Kamura Kazuma from the Rampage and Kimura Keito from Fantastics. And when I thought of this, I also did come up with Kamiya Kenta from the Rampage, but yeah. The first person that I did come up with was Kamura Kazuma, and even like posted on my Twitter about it, but I figured it wouldn't be him since I can't really imagine him being a lead for a kids show. But yeah, Keito, on the other hand, I thought there might be a little bit more of a possibility, but they seem to be pretty busy with group activities, so I don't think anyone from the Exile tribe groups can, other than the Gekidan Exile members, can devote their time to a tokusatsu series. Honestly, it was like pretty hard to find people with any of these initials. I thought it would be a lot easier since you kind of have a clue of what to look for, but yeah, the easiest ones were KK, and I did try to look at actors around the ages of 18 to 25 but kind of did go a little older just in case. Toei decided to choose someone that is older since it is an anniversary series, and although because I kind of made the mistake of only looking at actors around the age of like 18 to 20 for Saber, people on Twitter were suggesting very, very known Japanese celebrities like Kaminashi Kazuya and like Kaku Kento, and like at one point I'm like, is there like any point of me doing this? But yeah, I kind of freaked out that it might be like a well-known actor, and I kind of just thought that there was like no point of me just doing this entire thing. I mean, there was no point of like doing this anyways, but yeah, so yeah, that is basically all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!